Hi everyone, I would like to apologize for the lighting on this video. It's not a very good day, but it is my last day to be able to take this video, so I thought I would go ahead and do it. This is a Christmas themed junk journal that I'm making for my neighbor, and I'm really proud of this one. I'm really proud of the way it turned out. So let's start by talking about the binding. This started out as a 3-inch 3-ring binder, and it's got some cloth on it that I got from the thrift store. I had a terrible time getting the cloth to stick. I ended up having to pull out the big guns, aka E6000, to get it to stick, so it wrinkled a little bit, but that's better than not having it bound at all, I suppose. This is some music note ribbon that I've had for ages, and I believe I got it at the thrift store. And some red ribbon running up and down, and I don't know if you guys can see it. There it is. A nice little music note charm there on the top. And the ribbon runs all the way around, and I have this brooch that I added, and it looks pretty much the same on the back as it does on the front, except without the musical note. Alrighty, so on the inside, this is scrapbooking paper to cover the inside, and I believe there are only either 25 or 26 pages in this one, but I tried my best to get as many in here as I could. But you can see it's stuffed pretty full. The front of the pages are all either this kind of Christmas themed stationery or adult coloring book pages. So the primary stuff that you'll be seeing is on the back of the pages that I did junk journal style. And let's get started. Okay, on this one, we have the background here is wrapping paper. And it's got some little like lacy embellishments and buttons. And then this is made out of a Christmas card on tea-stained copier paper, and underneath is a little place, you see it's distressed, and a little place for journaling. And we have this one. I included an entire Christmas bag. It's a whole big tuck space, and she can put whatever she likes in there. I know she likes to collect, like, you know, maybe she wants to keep some receipts in there, or some Christmas cards would be a good spot for putting Christmas cards in, stuff like that. I'm going to try to make sure you guys can see the adult coloring book pages. Some of these pages were done in batches, so you may see several of the same ones. Let me make sure we're in frame. Yes, we are. So you may see several of the same ones, or same style. This one is just decorative. It's the Three Kings. It's the part of the Christmas story. I got this out of I got this in an exchange. It was just an old book page somebody had sent me. These are Christmas themed doilies and little tuck spaces with gold backgrounds, and these are Christmas card seals that you're supposed to put on Christmas card envelopes, but I thought they looked better as stickers here. And a whole series of these little guys. You can see they're teeny tiny little tags, and they're blank on the back for writing. She can write on those. Maybe a date or something small, a quote, something like that. This one I am particularly proud of. This is actually wrapping paper that I put on some scrap paper and made a little tuck spot, and this is coffee dyed lace that I put on the edge. And then we have this guy here. Just a little envelope with a thing on it, and a little card inside, a journaling card for writing on. I think that's neat how when I coffee dyed it, this was closed, so it's got the little white part on the inside. I think that's kind of neat, personally. I like to tuck it in there so the little thing is still showing. More of that adult coloring book page here. I love this page. I made 2 of these, and this is one of the ones that I'm proudest of. We have envelopes here, and inside of the envelopes our little Christmas cards, which can be used for journaling on. Little journaling cards. And those are in both of those, by the way. And I've decorated the envelopes with a bit of scrapbooking paper and then a stamp with scrapbooking paper behind it. And here on the page itself we have large like cream or tan ribbon with the red ribbon running up and down, and that is the same ribbon that you see on the outside of the junk journal. Envelopes, nothing in there, but it's a great place to tuck pictures or photos or cards or something like that. Some of the ephemera that we all have associated with Christmas. This is just a decorative page, but it's really cool. I got this out of a book that somebody had, or no, I got this out of a book that I got at the thrift store, a book of Christmas pictures and hymns and poems and stories and stuff. You see that all through here. And it was just such a big pretty picture that I decided to put the whole thing in with scrapbooking paper behind it, and I added a little bow with a little button on it as a decoration. Whoops, that guy fell out. This is another page from that same book. This one has been coffee dyed. It's Away in a Manger, one of my favorite hymns, Christmas hymns. And we have a little scrapbooking paper side tuck with like a gold ribbon on it, and a tag that I made. This, I believe, is made out of, I saw a tutorial somewhere a long time back about how to turn like regular packaging into tags. And you basically just end up covering the packaging and then punching a hole exactly where the hole already was. So like all the stuff you get at like the dollar store or Walmart or something like that, you keep the packaging and you cover it and use it as a tag. And that's what I've done here. And I've covered it in paper bag. And then I've also covered it in scrapbooking paper. I don't know why I keep forgetting that word. It's got the ribbon at the top and a button, a piece of doily, some gold, and some lace here, and a big poinsettia right in the middle. And it's blank for writing on the back, yes. And I really like the like mostly green with a little red contrasted to the mostly red with a little green here. I think that's neat. Oh, and buttons, in case I forgot to say. Buttons. I love using buttons. I have a whole huge box of buttons. This is one of my favorite pages, and I believe it's the only one that my neighbor Emily has actually seen, because I did show her this one. We'll start with the page. It's scrapbooking paper, tuck space, and then I have a little punch that's an edge punch that does these neat little guys here. So I decided to do that on some tea stained or coffee dyed, I don't remember, page, and add it as like a little embellishment. And here we have a giant tag, again made out of packaging and blank on the back with some eyelash trim for a little ribbon part. And this one actually has music backing and more of these little guys. These are also scrapbooking paper. I got a whole like giant thing of Christmas themed scrapbooking paper, so it shows up in here a lot. And a couple of decoupaged envelopes to go in there as well. These are empty, but I thought they went really well with everything. The whole red and green theme. So we're going to stick that guy back in there. And because these are so fragile, I like to keep them on the inside. This is a dual page. It's different on the bottom and on the top. This is actually some stuff I cut out of a magazine. I think it was an IKEA magazine, actually. And these I made for the Junk Journal Tuesday Tutorial Challenge that we did in Junk Journals Canada last year. So I've been sitting on these for just about an entire year, waiting to have a place to put them. I finally did. And then up here is journaling space underneath with a card on top. And I like the card. It's got Christmas cookies and a candy cane. I think it's real cute. Here we have 3 little tuck spaces and 2 little stickers just for decoration. And inside each tuck space is a tag that I got in an exchange this year sometime. My philosophy with this junk journal was to take all of the Christmas themed stuff that I got throughout the year, whether it's, you know, in a package from the thrift store or in an exchange or whatever, and put it in a box and use up as much of it to make a Christmas journal as I could. So this is sort of an eclectic themed Christmas journal, but I think it's really neat. And that tag that I just showed you came from an exchange, as did this one. Place to write on the back, really neat. And this guy that I think is really cute. You can see he's got the trim there. Whoever made this did a great job on it. And the tuck spaces themselves are made out of an LCBO bag that I kept from last Christmas. Another one of these envelope pages. I love the candy cane colors. I know my neighbor has candy cane colored Christmas tree. Her Christmas tree theme is red and white. So I figure she'll love it. Ah, I fell out again. Oh no. This one is similar in style to the other one that I made that we saw, with the poinsettias and the gold and the, you know, made out of packaging, and the buttons and everything, and the lace and the doily on the side. So this is part of, I made them all at the same time, so this is part of that same set. And this one, the background has been tea stained. Tuck space is made out of scrapbooking paper. God, I keep forgetting that word. Scrapbooking paper. And here are some tags that I made to go in it. We have Christmas ornaments and a little bit of lace at the bottom. Oh, jumped right out of my hands. Hope y'all saw that. And this is some ribbon that I added at the top. I like the dark green with the dark red. I like that. I think that's really neat. The dark green and dark red, and it's blank on the back for writing. Same sort of idea with this one, except it's not ornament themed. It's just got a neat picture. These and those, all these pictures came out of that book I was telling you about. I'm probably going to give the book to my neighbor, to be honest. And blank on the back. So that way she has it for her own use and not just for use in a junk journal. This is actually one of my favorite pages, and I am extremely proud of it. It's scrapbooking paper on the background, and this is it opens up like this. This is a Christmas card that I saved that I thought was really neat, and it's got a tuck space behind it, and I tucked in this Christmas themed notepad for my neighbor to use. So she's got lots of space to write. Another one in that same set as the other ones, with the poinsettias and the buttons and ribbon and everything. Tea stained on the back. This one's Joy to the World. Joy to the world. Probably not that joy to the world. I really like this one. The background is, again, more scrapbooking paper, and this is a giant tag. It's huge, and I love it. It's got the big ribbon at the bottom, and Christmas is coming, and it's blank on the back, but the really cool part is this actually opens up. This ribbon is actually attached to this little bag snowman bag that I put on the front of it, so it's got like a secret little tuck space in there. And when you put it in here, it's like he's hiding all the way up to his nose. And it doesn't really show up well, but his nose is actually like orange, like metallic orange. It's not black as it looks in some of the photos. You know how it is with metallic stuff. It doesn't always show up very well in photos. More scrapbooking paper and more decoupaged envelopes. These are also empty, but I like them and I think they're neat, so I'm going to put them in there. Great place to store things. Then we have this guy, cookie envelope. It was so pretty I couldn't bear to put it like down flat anywhere, so I had to include it as a tucked in bit all on its own. And a little tuck space, and I love these guys. I love these so much. They're huge. They're like giant little balls. And this one has a little bauble on it. And there's no way I'm going to be able to there's no way you guys are going to be able to read it because it's kind of blurry even looking at it normally. But it says Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays on the inside. It's got a little Christmas tree, and it's very round and pretty. It's kind of heavy, actually. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Emily will appreciate that one, even if the rest of you can't appreciate my singing voice. These were part of a set. I made all of these together. These are not made out of packaging. These are made out of paper bags. I like to cut paper bags and make tags, and I got the little loops on the top, and these parts are actually little scraps of wrapping paper that I saved from last Christmas that I thought were so pretty and so cute. I had to use them somewhere, and so I used them here. And then down at the bottom it says Winter Wonderland, and it's on some lace there, and this is part of a book page, and they are blank on the back. I stamped that myself with my little stampy guys. This one says Winter Wonderland, this one says Merry and Bright, and this one says Let It Snow. And I'm very proud of these, and I happen to think that they're super, super cute. Oops. Jumping around in there. Stay still, ma'am. There we go. And you too, sir. Got to arrange them prettily for her for when she gets it. More envelopes. This one has a Virgin Mary journaling card on it. Very cute. She's a very religious person, so I tried to include some religious themes in here. Christmas trees with the nativity. Neat, right? And I also included with it a giant tag. I love this zigzag ribbon up here. And this is like an old-fashioned Christmas photo, like painting from like Victorian times or something vintage for sure. And I added some little snowflakes, and the background is wrapping paper. And I love this little gold guy at the bottom. It actually like hangs out over the edge and makes it look even bigger. It's blank on the back for writing. We're getting kind of close to the end now. This one is scrapbooking paper on the back, and then ribbon here and here. This is a bit of cloth that I had, some scrap cloth that I decided to make into a tuck space. And then this is another one of my packaging tags with angels from the book, the Christmas book I was telling you guys about, and ribbon at the bottom. Blank on the back, and more of that green ribbon for decoration at the top. And it's kind of clear, so you can like kind of see through it. I think that's pretty neat. And last but not least is a page that's very similar to the one in the front that I already explained. It has the same little guys in it and the same ribbon that you see on the outside and the tan on the underneath. And that's it. That's my Christmas junk journal. I hope you enjoy it, Emily, and I hope you like it, and I know you'll put it to good use. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a nice day.